Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Apple, Spotify, or Google, please leave a 5-star rating. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which makes crypto investing easy. You can buy, sell, trade, and earn cryptocurrencies on Uphold. I've been using this platform since 2017. They're one of my go-to exchanges for liquidity. They have 10 plus million users, 200 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. Now, as with all exchanges, you can buy and sell on the platform, but when you buy, do not keep your crypto on the exchange. You should self-custody it via a hardware wallet or a self-hosted software wallet. So that goes for every exchange once again, but Uphold is a great platform to buy and sell. So if you'd like to learn more, please visit the link in the description. All right, my friends, FTX released a statement today, and this follows a lot of tweets from Sam Bankman-Fried. They tweeted out statement from John Ray, Chief Restructuring Officer and CEO of FTX official, regarding Mr. Bankman-Fried's recent public statements. As previously announced, Mr. Bankman-Fried resigned on November 11th from FTX, FTX US, Alameda Research Ltd, and their directly and indirectly owned subsidiaries. Mr. Bankman-Fried has no ongoing role at FTX, FTX US, or Alameda Research Ltd, and does not speak on their behalf. Now, Sam has been tweeting out that he's looking to raise capital to, of course, restore the funds that were lost. And, we'll see what he's able to come up with. But there's a long tweet thread here, 32 tweets, right? So I'm sure many of you have seen this already. But, words are words. We need to see actions, and we'll see what he's able to come up with. But the big news of the day is Congress is going to hold a hearing about the FTX collapse, and it's bipartisan, both Democrats and Republicans. So Chairwoman Maxine Waters, Ranking Member Patrick McHenry announced December hearings to investigate FTX collapse. Now, of course, Sam Bankman-Fried met with Maxine Waters and many members of Congress and many regulators, including Gary Gensler and the SEC. So we'll see what this whole hearing is about. Obviously, we know it's about FTX, but what are they going to do is what I'm trying to say. What is going to be the takeaway, right? Will it just be they're going to talk about it? Or will there be heavy-handed regulations coming, which I'm a bit worried about, right? Because we don't want them to have a knee-jerk reaction. We want them to be balanced. We want them to protect the market, protect investors, but not kill innovation. So that is the balance they got to find. And some details here from the press release they put out. They said today, the chairwoman of the House Financial Services Committee, Congressman Maxine Waters, Democrat out of California, and ranking member of the House Financial Services Committee, Congressman Patrick Henry, Republican out of North Carolina, announced a bipartisan hearing into the collapse of FTX and the broader consequences for the digital asset ecosystem. In December, the committee expects to hear from the companies and individuals involved, including Sam Bankman-Fried, Alameda Research, Binance, FTX, and related entities, among others. There's also news of the government investigating Binance and their role in the collapse of the FTX exchange, and specifically the FTT token. Now, I don't think CZ really deserves any blame here. Sure, it was kind of a move that went for the jugular, right? It was a death strike, but at the same time, we know things were not right at FTX, and it had to be exposed. And if that bubble could have gotten worse, and it could have gotten bigger, and we could have had a bigger collapse. So it's better you rip the Band-Aid off sooner than later. That's my opinion. I'm sure you may say CZ could have went about it in a more friendlier way, so to speak, but I think he was pissed off by apparently FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried lobbying for competitors to be, put out of place while FTX gets the benefit. And part of that is meeting with Gary Gensler, and there's notes and things that the SEC was going to give kind of a free pass to FTX, even though their things were not in order. But we'll see what else comes out. This thing is still being investigated. More details are going to come out, I think, in the coming weeks. Now, the folks at Fox Business they tweeted out the following. Sources say a GOP House means hearings into Sam Bankman-Fried. One focus, Sam Bankman-Fried meeting with Gary Gensler to create a crypto exchange, and if he was given preference because of his ties to the Democratic Party. Also, why the SEC didn't see the FTX implosion coming more now on Fox. So the investigative journalists at Fox Business are looking into this. And Charles Gasparino also tweeted, business partners of Sam Bankman-Fried, for example, IEX, are preparing lawsuits against SBF and his business entities that the former king of crypto misled them in his disclosures about Alameda, use of customer funds, etc. Sources tell Fox Business. The lawsuits are just one part of SBF's legal woes. Here he continues, he says, one problem IEX and Skybridge, etc., have is that their stock SBF holds is locked in the company's bankruptcy, and they need to extract it. Another problem that impacts Skybridge is that part of SBF's investments is in the fund. $10 million of the $40 million is in FTT coin developing. So this is a mess, my friends. And Skybridge, of course, that's Anthony Scaramucci. I recently interviewed Anthony Scaramucci. We talked about the FTX investment, but of course he's feeling the pain now, right? From this collapse. He's of course not alone. You got retail and institutional players feeling the pain here. Congressman Warren Davidson was at the Blockchain Association event today, and they were, I think Congressman Emmer was there too. So good amount of folks. And he had some comments to share. He said, FTX leveraged its clients' money and lost millions. Self-custody is one solution to protect yourself. Anyone attacking self-custody opposes individual freedom. They want to somehow, or they want someone to control your assets on their behalf. Pass my Keep Your Coins Act to protect self-custody. I absolutely agree with Congressman Warren Davidson here. Imagine the government coming and taking away your hardware wallet or your right to have a hardware wallet or a self-hosted wallet. That's not good. We got to fight to keep that right, that you can self-custody your own crypto. And as you can imagine, there's a lot of people in the government they don't like that, right? Especially the incumbents. They want you to keep your crypto with them. That's why we got BNY Mellon and BlackRock and all these folks launching crypto custody. Now, Representative Bill Huizenga, he's a Republican. He's part of the committee that oversees the SEC. I'm working on setting up an interview with him. He tweeted out, I'm glad to Republicans and Democrats working together to hold a hearing on FTX, and Sam Bankman-Fried must testify. Read my full statement on FTX and the digital asset ecosystem. So everybody's gearing up here. And once again, it's both Democrats and Republicans. So we will see this December, I think, some fireworks here in Congress. Let's see what the outcome is. And sure, they're going to try to pull SBF in. And we'll see if they're going to get him in there, right? He's still in the Bahamas, but, I'm sure they're going to look at extradition and try to get him here in the States. Now, the FTX contagion is spreading, guys. Got some not so good news here. And I share these news items because you need to know what's happening, but I'm not happy to bring this news because I don't want to see crypto companies fail, because that is bad for the industry. It's bad for the prices. But look, it is what it is at this point. So the lending arm of Genesis Trading plans to halt customer withdrawals. The unit discussed the matter with its institutional customers in a call on Wednesday morning. Genesis Trading is owned by Digital Currency Group, which is headed up by Barry Silbert, and they own Grayscale and all the other companies as well. So, man, the unit known as Genesis Global Capital serves an institutional client base and had $2.8 billion in total active loans as of the end of the third quarter of 2022. So not good, guys. The dominoes are falling here in a bad way, of course. And guess what? Gemini, it looks like they're going to be affected by this because they were a participant of Genesis Global Capital. And Gemini, of course, is owned and was launched by the Winklevoss twins, who I've interviewed years ago. They tweeted out, Gemini that is, "We are aware that Genesis Global Capital LLC, the lending partner of the EARN program," talking about their EARN program, "has paused withdrawals and will not be able to meet customer redemptions within the service level agreement, the SLA, of 5 business days." They said here, "We are working with the Genesis team to help customers redeem their funds from the EARN program as quickly as possible. We will provide more information in the coming days. The past week has been an incredibly challenging and stressful time for our industry. We are disappointed that the EARN program SLA will not be met, but we are encouraged by Genesis and Digital Currency Group's commitment to doing everything in their power to fulfill their obligations to customers under the EARN program." So, guys, I don't know if any of you have money on Gemini, but look to see if you can get your funds off ASAP, because look, we don't know who else is going to go bankrupt, who else is going to collapse here. Something the blockchain backer, actually, in a video, he mentioned today that the folks at a Digital Currency Group, Barry Silbert and Grayscale and so forth, have been very quiet. And it's true. They have not been tweeting anything. And I think this is part of it. They know, like, we got problems here, right? And I think they've been keeping quiet. They're trying to probably in emergency mode, trying to fix things. And let's hope they don't collapse. I don't want that. I know some of you may not like Barry Silbert and whoever, but I don't want to see them fail, guys. It's going to be detrimental to the market. Doesn't mean crypto's not here to stay. Doesn't mean the market won't rebound, but it will take us longer to rebound. And it's going to be pretty painful, and I don't want to see these firms go under. Finally, JW Verrett, who I've interviewed on the podcast multiple times, he tweeted out some statements here or information that there are leaked documents from the EU that looking to ban privacy coins such as Monero, Zcash, Secret Dash. Guys, remember, I've been talking about this for years. For years, my OG subscribers. I don't hate privacy coins. I actually love privacy coins. I wish I could use them. The problem is, you use these privacy coins, you got a target on your back. The government wants to know what you're doing, and they are looking to ban it. So this is going to be a big battle, guys. This is one of the things they want to put on the chopping block here, and I think they're going to fight it. They're going to use the fact that people can do nefarious things, can do bad things with privacy coins, terrorists and so forth. But, there has to be some sort of balance here. But we'll see how things progress. JW said he talked to some EU crypto experts at a conference who said it will be really hard for Parliament to do this. So let's see. But I know these governments, guys, they don't want you to have privacy, right? One of the things I've been talking about for years now is the CBDCs and the right to privacy. In fact, I'll be having Chris Giancarlo back on a show soon, who heads up the digital dollar project, but he works with them, and he is on board, with trying to find that balance as well. But, there's going to be people in the government. They want to know every single thing you're doing. And we've seen government overreach on technology and using it illegally to invade people's privacy. So this is going to be a big one, guys. This right here, this stable coins and stable coins, I should say, are going to be big items. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.